Hey everybody, today on Cooking with Steve and
Lauren.
we're going to be celebrating Memorial Day weekend. So happy MDW to all Americans out there. Today we are not only doing the American tradition of barbecuing and enjoying our family and friends, but we're also thinking about our lost ones. And of course, as we all know, this is a crazy time in our lives with coronavirus and all that, quarantine life. So I know that barbecuing and going down the shore and all the stuff that New Jerseyans do is still kind of happening, but at a minimum, at a limited group count and all that. So if you guys are stuck at home and you want to cook something and you have some meat lying around waiting to be cooked, then I'm going to show you 3 meats that you might have in your fridge ready to be cooked. Maybe I'll show you how to prepare it. So today what we're doing is we are cooking pork chops, barbecue ribs, and a little something the Portuguese call Febras.
Lauren, pork loin.
Now this is a different part of the pig.
L-I-O-N, Lauren.
Oh,
Pork loin.
glad you spelled it. The hell is a pork loin?
Not as thick as pork chops, a little bit thinner, and you typically cook them in like a white wine kind of thing, so they have a sweetness to them. And a lot of people, because they're so thin, they put them in Portuguese bread or like sandwiches, and are they good?
I thought you said lawn like the grass outside. I was going, what the hell is a pork lawn?
They are delicious.
I know. And when we went to Portugal, we had fibras all the time. The one thing you gotta worry about fibras is how much fat is in each slice. So the one thing I hated when we went out is some places, they just like, they don't care. They're a restaurant. They just chop it up. They slice it up. They throw it in the sandwich and they feed it to you and they charge you $5 or whatever it is. But because I can control, and now you can control the level of fat content that you're biting on in each sandwich, because you don't want to be like, and you hit the piece of fat or the tendon, it's nasty. So because I can control the amount of fat in the piece, I'm going to carefully look at each piece, make sure that's exactly what I like, so when I and my family are going to be eating this, they're going to be Steve's famous Febras. Well, they'll be famous in the house at least. But anyway, guys, stay tuned, and I'll show you how we marinate this stuff, and therefore cook it and all that good stuff. So, yeah, see you soon.
Lawn!
Now, when you're preparing your meat, the first thing you want to do, obviously, is wash it, because you don't know who's touching it before it got to your kitchen. So you wash it, dry it off if you want to and all that. The second thing you want to do, especially with red meat or the other white meat, which is pork, is salt it. Now, the big secret that nobody knows on earth is that the only ingredient that you're really going to put on these is... Sorry, what? Salt! That's the only thing you need. Salt. On the fibras, we're going to put them with white wine and all that. It's going to be a little bit of a flavor, going on there. But with this, this is called picanha. It's a Brazilian style meat. This picanha is going to only be salted. Now, I've been getting mixed reviews with what kind of salt to use. You have rock salt, and you have like the sea salt, table salt, like the fine salt, fine grain. And I wanted to now do an experiment to see which is the best flavor. Some arguments are that the rock salt is so big that even though you're cooking it and the juices are flowing and all that, it doesn't even have enough time to get small enough to just to dilute into the juices of the meat. And even when it's cooked and back on your plate, cooked, ready to eat, you might still have some small rock granules in the meat. You have to kind of like hit them off a little. And if you don't, when you bite it, you get like a snap. You feel like you get like a little salt explosion when you eat one of the little rocks. With table salt, it blends in, obviously, almost right away, And you still get the salt flavor that you need to bring the flavor of the meat out, but you don't get that rocky bite sometimes. However, does it taste better with the rock salt, or does it taste better with the table salt, sea salt, like the fine grain salt? So we're going to test that theory out today. And yeah, so what I'm doing is, if you want to zoom in here, Lauren put some rock salt on the bottom of this plate, and then we put the meat on top. And then she put some table salt here, like the kosher, like sea salt, whatever, the fine grain salt here, and we're just putting it on top of there. Alrighty. Now, we have to coat the top of it, so I want to really grab this here. Just coat the top with some rock salt. Now, most of this salt is going to fall off, so don't feel like, oh, Steve, you're putting so much salt on it. When you pick this up and put it on the grill, it looks generous now, but a lot of it's going to fall off, especially on the grill. If I were to be sauteing this, all the salt will be in the pan, and it would be really salty. But because it's going on the grill, it's going to mostly fall through. Oh man, only one thing could slow you down, Steve.
The point.
Yeah, but it's lower than the, oh man, wow, just flicked me in the eye. All right, now it's time for the sea salt. Just sprinkle a little bit on there.
Okay.
Yeah, you can barely see it. Just sprinkle it on there. You got to be careful with the table salt because it won't just fall off like the rock salt will. So this is an interesting test to see not only how they taste, but how they behave, how you apply them, how much falls off of the grill when you put it on, how much sticks to it, all that stuff. You have to kind of bring it down to a science. And only the best Rodizio restaurants have figured this out. So I actually called one of my clients, because he owns a Rodizio restaurant, and asked him what he does. I'm not going to tell you what he said. We're just going to see what happens in the video.
Okay, so now we're done prepping the picanha with the salt. We're going to let it sit for about 20 minutes so that way it can really soak into the meat.
Soak in and do what? What does the salt do to the meat?
It relaxes the
It
meat.
relaxes it. Now, what are we doing here?
And then the
Oh, hold on. Switch places.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. The Febras.
Febras.
Yeah. So we put some hot sauce at the bottom.
What kind of hot sauce?
This is, wow, I mean, I should know because Louisiana cayenne hot sauce.
Cayenne pepper, yeah, cayenne pepper sauce.
Okay.
It's actually right here. Louisiana Pure.
I was trying to think. Okay.
It's all right.
All right, so remove your rings because nobody wants that. All right, and then we salted this on both sides with just regular table salt.
Yep.
And we're going to put this in here, let it marinate.
Well, we're actually going to do something else to that. What are we going to do?
And we're going to put this in here and let it sit. We're going to put this on the grill like this, right?
Ooh. You just put all the salt at the bottom of it on that one piece.
This will be my piece.
Yeah, hot tamale. All right, so now what would we do?
All right, so now we add some white wine.
What do we call that in white girl language?
White wine?
No. Vino! Are we going to take our vino and pour it in?
So, well, how do you know white girl language more than I do?
Girl, chill it, everybody.
Okay, so we're going to put in the vino.
All right, how much of it? The whole bottle?
Quarter.
No, half. No, just do half.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if we feel like we need to put more, just kind of chuck more of that. Chuck it in. Keep going. All right, that's good. Now let's see if half the bottle's wasted. Yep.
Wasted.
There you go. So now mix that around. So you have a salty, white winey,
Smells good.
cayenne peppery mix.
It smells good, but actually it smells different because of the hot sauce and then the wine. It's not a smell that you normally a combination that you normally.
Yeah. It's going to smell a bit odd right now because you have a hot sauce and the sweetness of the wine and a little bit of the salt mixed in there.
Oh, that's probably.
But right now, don't flick.
Just gotta watch me.
Yeah, it's not going to be like it's not going to look like it's like fried or burnt or anything. It's just going to be like a pale white. So when you put it in a sandwich, it's nice and soft.
Okay.
All right, guys. Now we have the big kahuna. This is a giant piece of pork ribs. This is what it looks like when it's not prepared by the restaurant and you're sitting there ready to be served. You know, they usually have like a quarter rack, a half rack. This is a whole rack of ribs right here. When I used to work at Ruby Tuesday, they used to have a dish called hang off the plate ribs. And they really would be like, I think a 3/4 rack or so. But anyway, good old American cooking. So what you do here is the secret sauce, or let's just say secret salt. For this one, because it's a giant piece of ribs, giant rack of ribs, we're going to put sea salt all over it. And you want to be generous. Yeah. Generous. Remember, most of this is going to fall off the grill, so don't forget to be generous. Like Santa Claus generous. You could even rub it in if you'd like. Okay? Rub it in, get it everywhere, just so you don't have any bland spots, because they will show up later if you don't salt that section. All right? I mean, you don't really have to salt the underside where the bones are, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I probably should have done that first, but whatever. I'm gonna put this in a bowl for now. See, some of it's already fallen off, but most of it will stick. When it's on the grill and you're moving it around, it's gonna have a chance to fall off. It won't be so bad. Plus, it only really hits the surface. It doesn't really get in. And most of what you see here is bone. Some meat on the bone, but most ribs are just bone. Now it's good to have a big bucket of salt like this, you know, and make sure it says unsalted mixed nuts on it, or else it's not good salt. Oh man, crack myself up. All right, now you're gonna let this sit for 20 minutes, face down, so the salt just sits on the salt. Gets all good and gushy with the salt. Oh yeah, you hear that? Oh, sandy.
Do it again.
Sounds like maracas. Anyway, I think that's it for now. We're gonna be, if you look down here, we're gonna be steaming some broccoli as our green side. We're also gonna be making some rice. I think, oh, we're also gonna have the zucchini over here. Grilled zucchini. So what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna slice it laterally, like this, long ways, and we're going to put it on the grill. And you don't want to chop it in small pieces because it'll fall through the grill. Don't be scared, folks. It's just a zucchini. It's a vegetable. You guys ever hear that? Vegetable? It's good for you. You should try one. Now these, what we're going to do today is we're going to peel them and we're going to throw them on the grill. We're going to peel them every other. Okay? Like this. Ooh, mesmerizing. So we're going to slice them this way. And we're going to put them on the grill so they don't fall through. Yeah, it's pretty simple. And before you cut anything, even very soft and supple vegetables, always sharpen your knife. Alright, time to cut the zucchini. First you're going to chop it here. Then you're going to chop it here. Then you're going to slice downwards. You see how I chopped it and now it has a base? You're going to go like this. Nice. Slice it again like this.
Oof. I am scared, even though it's just a zucchini.
You just gotta be careful. Go very slowly. Do little slices. Oh! Just gotta be careful with it. Cut it in some nice slices.
Oh, that does look good.
Yeah. Then we're going to cut that later after it's done cooking. Just make sure that you keep the slices as consistent as possible. See how I didn't do that here? Yeah. It's fun, right? Kind of like you make an eggplant. So this one I'm going to try a little bit, to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to cut this one this way first, and then I'm going to slice it the other way. Well, first let me peel it. I forgot to do that. If you get really good at it, you can throw it into the trash can. Just don't get your finger. Oh, it's stuck to it. Kobe. Okay, so this one I'm going to cut it this way first. Okay, and then you can cut it this way just so it stays stable. It's another way to do it. Just follow your lines.
I like that better.
Well, it's easier to do, but you got to be really careful cutting something like this. Okay. So now this is what the strips look like if you cut it this way. There's like a triangle on each end, but then in the middle you get nice strips. So you can cut it straight down like this and have big slices, kind of like eggplant. See how big and fat these are? Or you can cut them like this, right? Into like strips. We're going to try both ways today. The theme of the day today is duality. Gotta be careful because this is real slippery stuff. Once you get started, then make sure you put your hand behind the knife, always. If your hand's in front of the knife, then your hands is in the way of the knife, and that's not good. The knife always wins. But yeah, check these out. See? Like little strips. And when you cook them, they just char a little bit and whatever, you can enjoy. You can cut them up after you're done cooking them. Now you could do like salt, a little bit of salt and pepper on these if you want, or just straight up cook them raw, and they're gonna taste good either way. There's enough salt in the damn meat. Leave these fresh. Plus, we're gonna be steaming the broccoli, so we have another vegetable in the meal there. What do you think, honey?
I don't know. I think that it all looks really good and I'm hungry already.
Okay, America. If you can hear me over the traffic, now it's time to put your salty meat on the grill. You don't want your flame to be too high because these are fillets. These are like thinner than usual slices of meat. So you gotta watch your flame, watch your heat, and put your 5-minute timer on. After 5 minutes, make sure you come and check your meat, or you can destroy everything you've worked for up until this point. So I'm gonna start throwing these on here. See the salt's on there? I'm gonna chuck them on. With my hands, yes.
Wait, why don't you?
This is how Americans do it. Portuguese, Brazilian, all that. You just kind of smack it on there. The salt's gonna fall off anyway. Blah, blah, blah. Sometimes you gotta get your hands in there. Chuck it on and enjoy your experience. Yeah, America. We got a Harley, don't we?
Yeah. And he just had an American flag on the back of his
Oh, nice.
leather.
So I'm gonna put this little piece here because this piece will denote. This piece will show us where the small salt pieces are starting. So right there and over are the small salt pieces. Yeah. You hear that? That's the sound of success. That is the sound of success.
We put a little olive oil on the grill.
Yeah,
too.
we put olive oil on the grill. By the way, you don't close your grill because they're going to cook too fast. You want to keep your grill open so you have a nice blend of the outside air and the heat coming from below. You want to control where the heat is touching the meat, which is only on the bottom for now and working its way up through the meat. Then when you flip it, the same applies. You want the meat to be, only hit from one side. Usually I like to close this after I flip it just so everything gets like an even coating of heat, but I've found that you have to really be careful with that because if you close it once you flip them and you're not paying attention, you're prepping something else or you're making the rice or something, you could easily burn them, and I've gotten quite a bit of flack for that. But anyway.
Normally when you close it though, it's when we have thick pieces of chicken.
Yeah, thicker pieces of chicken, or whatever, you're gonna close it after you flip. But yeah, these are so thin that you want to make sure that it's a very controlled amount of heat hitting one side, flip it, hitting the other side. Looks like we've had some vacancy recently at Hotel de la Steve, and we're gonna chuck this bad boy, all Big Bertha, up on the right side over here. All right, so come on, Bessie, get in there. Woo! Look at this. Let me just see if I can get this in there. Get in there. Oh, I know it's hot, but you're gonna like it. Oh boy, I think she needs a little bit of help. Oh, look at that. She fits. Let's put this on a little angle there. She fits, and I think she's happy with her new home temporarily. Woo!
Okay, now we're gonna check the meat. Come closer. You wanna see if they're growing?
Ooh, that's nice.
The back always gets it first.
Why don't we check after 5 minutes? Because we want to check what about the grill?
You wanna check the
Flip that one.
what? I don't know.
The back one. Yeah, flip the back one. That one's ready. Yeah, look at that. She's a beaut. That one looks like it's pretty good. Yeah, flip that.
Whew.
Yes. Hot in there. It's supposed to be.
This one's good?
It's not bad. Yeah, you can flip
Oh
that.
my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Look at the flickadoodles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little baby.
This row looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. Check the back of that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Not bad. Just make sure they're not touching, overlapping, because then you don't get the
This
heat.
is our line.
Yeah, that's the line. Ooh, look at that. That one looks juicy. Yeah, I think in the back that's looking kind of burnt on the edges. So, hey, actually, rip that off. I don't know why we keep this thing in here all the time. Usually we use that for bread, like to make the bread crispy. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah, juice. That's good. Not too bad at all. Because it's thinner, you're going to be flipping it sooner, right?
Correct.
And so what are we really doing? When we're taking at 5 minutes and we come back to the grill, what are we really looking for with the grill?
5 minute timer is not to flip it, it's to check it.
Yep.
But in this case, because they're thinner, they were ready to flip at the 5 minutes because it had the grill lines.
Yeah. But also, what do we want to know about the grill? When we come
That
back,
it's even?
Yeah, we want to see how the grill is cooking the food. So when you come back after 5 minutes, you see, oh, okay, based on how exactly I turned it today, these knobs, is the grill cooking properly on this side, in that corner, this corner? Do I got to move these to the back because those are cooking too quickly, etc.? So that's what you want to do, is see how your grill is behaving on that given day.
They say to know your grill.
Know thy grill.
Know thy grill.
All right, now how's this Big Bertha doing? We don't really check her yet, do we?
No.
Why don't you pick her up here, just kind of lift it. Don't really move it, just lift it as high as you can. Grab it real good and lift it as high as you can. Let's just take a look. Oh yeah, see, she's turning white. Yeah, leave it.
We did lower it all the way.
We put the right side all the way down because we know it's such a thicker piece of meat and the bones, everything that's there have to heat up. We know that we don't want it to be too hot because the skin on the outside will burn before the inside even cooks. So you have to put that on the low side. And if you can, whenever you cook all this stuff, whenever you could put the big piece of meat like this along the whole tube, you can have the whole section the same color. If we were to put it this way, then we would have like different sections cooking more than others. So if you could put it along the whole tube and put that whole tube dedicated to that piece of meat so big, then you'll get a better even result. Yeah.
I agree.
Oh wow, look at that juice. Oh, they are ready to hit the hay.
All right.
This one in the back looks so good. I want to eat it right now. Oh yeah, see how quickly they burn? Gotta be real careful. Flip each one over just so we can see how the back looks. Yeah, that one looks good too. I like that.
This is the rock salt.
Yeah, all them on this side. Now these top three are also rock salt till you get to that little piece there. Yeah, look at that. Look at all this jazz. But that one, I would put it back. Yeah, right there. That one probably might be done. Yeah, so now put that on the right side. Oh, right side.
Why? This is...
No, that's the first one.
Oh.
That's the first one. Remember the first little one? Yeah, there you go. Ooh, look at that juicy one. Let me see the other side of that. Oh, yes. I'm enjoying this. That one, let's see the other side. Ooh, that one looks really good. Check that off. I could smell the picanha. Yeah, that looks good.
Good?
Yeah. Because it's going to cook a little bit longer while it's sitting there in its own heat. Oh! Flip up Bertha. Let's check Bertha.
Alright, let's just put these down.
Yeah, put it. Good. Lift her up. Let's see. Oh, still white. Good. Keep that nice and low. We're going to turn these burners off. Actually, no, we got to bring out the zucchini, right? Zucchini!
Yeah, we'll get the zucchini.
Yes. Man. So on the right side, what we're doing is we're doing the oh, wait, this is supposed to be here. The rock salt side is this side. And the regular table salt side is this side. We're going to compare the flavors, and we're going to see which ones we like better. Oh, the zucchini lady's back. Yeah, man. Come and bring me the zucchini, will ya? We should probably brush this off. Or do you want some of that meat flavor?
No, I want some of that juice, that meat.
Juice. All right, go ahead. Chuck that on there. Just do a handful and just throw them. Handful. Just throw them on there and you'll separate. Gravity. Yeah, gravity always wins, folks. Just throw them on there. Throw them.
I'm not good at throwing.
Come on, Kobe. Just chuck them on there. You can spread them with the tongs.
Oh, right.
It's all right. Bam! Just watch. Don't throw it on Bertha over here because she's raw meat. There you go. Oh, look at that! You cheated a little bit. You kind of sneak peeked the grill lines.
I like the way that we cut this for grilling purposes, but safety and
yeah, it's harder to cut. It's harder to cut that way.
Was the second way you cut.
Yeah, these are all sloppily done, but you know, whatever. We're probably gonna cut them like at least in half, if not in thirds, when they're done cooking. It's just easier to cook them as big long slats. It's kind of like zucchini shiplap, right? Alright, now for the Febras, we're going to be, they're in like the white wine and all that. We're going to chuck these all on at one time. Just mix them around and keep them cooking. Alright, so now we're just going to put them all as flat as possible. And this is all cold right now, or room temperature. But once it starts sizzling and boiling, then all these are going to start cooking in this white wine, hot sauce, and salt mixture. There we go. They're all just going to have a little party with each other. And they're pretty much going to just turn white, like pale white, but they're going to stay soft because they're cooking in this white wine. Well, we're going to let this cook, start boiling. This is going to take about 7 to 10 minutes. We're going to be checking how tough they are throughout the process by poking it with a fork or whatnot, just to make sure they don't get too overdone. And then you've ruined all the hard work that you've been doing thus far. But anyway, I'm starting to see a little action. Look at that. A little action. Oh, right here, look. A little action. See it? Oh, look, the big reveal. Now this is what you want to see, folks. The grill lines. Ooh, look at those show pieces.
That's nice.
Mighty fine. Honey, you make some mighty fine zucchini. You know that? Wow. Look
Ready
at
for this one?
Oh yeah, look at that one. Oh. This is my favorite one right here.
Mine's the one all the way back.
Yeah, mine too.
Is that the one you just pointed to?
Yeah.
Well then.
Oh, let's see that one. Look at this is a big showpiece here too. Let me see. Oh, not bad. They're like zebra stripes. I like this.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
You're doing a really good job. Now make sure you put it on the other face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this, right?
There you go. Yeah. All right, let's check Bertha.
Yeah.
Aww.
But it wants to bring me down.
Let's check Bertha. Come on, honey. What we got for you? Ooh, still kind of nice and white. Maybe we can check the back. Can you peel the back? Oh, well, my baby back. What ribs? Stevie's
All right.
baby back
Going in.
ribs.
Now.
Barbecue sauce. We're actually not putting any barbecue sauce on this. Yeah, just flip it back and let's take a look. Oh, not bad, girl. Looking good. All right, keep it going. Nice and low. Not going to flip it yet. When it starts to get a little bit crispy, then we're going to flip it. We still want the heat to rise through the meat about halfway. Then we flip it over and let the heat go through the other half. But right now, we're still safe staying on the show side down because that face has not burnt yet. So because it's not burning, we're still okay. We could keep it there. The more you touch the meat, the tougher it is, and the more it falls apart or whatever, you destroy it. So, yeah, buy yourself some time. What are you thinking about over there, Sherlock?
I was just thinking about how good this is all going to be.
Oh, it'll be good because we didn't burn it
No.
like last time.
Sometimes a little burn is okay, but
Yeah.
Like this one's not making it inside.
Oh, this one is tostada.
Just like,
Look at that. Let's lower this a little bit. Look at all this. I think I'm going to flip this already because it's been about 4 or 5 minutes we've been outside. Oh yeah. We don't really have to flip this because it's kind of in the juice, but we're going to flip anyway. Look at all this jazz. Oh yeah. Oh, almost burned myself. Wow. These are just so precious. And the smell, folks. Oh, if you could smell what I'm smelling right now. It's so good. You You smell that? Oh my. Yeah, that's the white wine, the cayenne pepper, a little bit of salt. When I take these out, I'm really going to make sure that they, not a lot of this stuff sticks to it, because it's a little bit salty from salting each piece individually. So we're going to make sure it's not too salty, but the salt helps tenderize the meat when you're prepping it. Ooh, look at you. Yeah, you can take them all off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they look all right.
I mean, I do like them a little crispy, but I don't know if everyone does. So I think this
as long
looks really good.
As long as you heat them up and yeah, they're really soft. You're fine.
Thanks.
You fine. Now it's time to flip Bertha. Let's look at her one more time. Give her one more again. Yeah, it's starting to get a little brown, but why don't we flip her just so the salt here just starts to fall off, because we don't want all the salt to start, diluting and all that.
I would flip her from here.
Oh, there's Andy. Oh, I just missed him.
I'm gonna flip it like this, okay?
Is he over here? Oh, there he is.
I'm gonna flip on this way.
Yeah, just flip it all the way.
Her.
Yeah,
I said
flip her all the way to the left. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Oh wow, you almost threw her right off the grill. Put it. I want you to keep it. Yeah, keep it on that side there. There you go. We're going to keep this on here for another 5 to 10 minutes. Now you see, right down here, it cooked about a quarter of the way. I think I'm going to close the grill this time because we have the heat on low anyway. There we go. Now we're going to check Big Bertha. Check the bottom. Not bad. Might want to move it a little bit. Okay, we're going to throw a little hot sauce on top. We have a special guest over here throwing the hot sauce down. Yes. I'll spray it around with this. Look at all this jazz. Now this is musical right here. A little bit of heat doesn't hurt anybody. The only thing it hurts is the meat. All right. There you go. Blend it all in. Give it some personality. That's it. I know you guys like to put barbecue sauce, all that, all over your ribs. We just put salt, maybe a little bit of cayenne pepper. Some Louisiana Pure. Right, honey? Oh, she's lounging.
Just getting a little
She's sunbathing. Now it's time to flip Big Bertha. Let's see what she looks like underneath. Ooh, looking crispy, girl. Let's see. Yeah. Look at all this. Yeah.
Should we put more hot sauce on it?
Not really, because it's the bottom. I mean, we could, but I don't want to do it yet. And you know what? If people want a little bit more heat, then they'll put it on their own, right?
That's a good point.
Yeah. All right, so a lot of people, they like to grab a knife and sit here with this straight up and slice down. I like to use scissors because it's such a big piece of meat. It's a lot easier to just stick in there, jump in there, give it a cut for a quick taste test. Now, look at that juice. See that? This is telling me, it's cooked pretty much through and through. It's not too dry because you still see juice coming out of it. This should be a very nice meal, folks. Look at that. You see that? It's very juicy. If you kind of squeeze it, the juice is still coming out, but it's not red. There's no blood. See that? Oh, it fell through. Very nice. So what I'm going to do is cut a little piece off like this. Just give it a little taste test. Oh my Lanta. Let's see what happens. Ah. Just cut it. This is too good. Cut it. Just cut it. This is too good. I can't give this recipe out. We're just not going to post this video. No, we're not going to let the public have this. It's too dangerous. Ow. Anyway, it's pretty good. It's salted just right. A little bit of heat, not too much. If we put barbecue sauce, no. If we put the hot sauce on the other side, it would have been too much heat. Right now, it has that perfect flavor of salted meat. So good. Honey, you want to try a piece?
Yes, please.
All right. Let's give you a little snip. What do you think of that?
Wow.
It's good, right?
That's really good.
Does it make you want to dance?
He thinks I'm dancing to his song.
He's dancing.
I was dancing to the meat.
Yeah. Ow. This is great. All right, guys. Now it's time to cut it up into pieces and throw it in your bowl. So I like to cut it in like 3 rib, just because there's a lot of people here. So I'm gonna cut 3 rib at a time. You could do 4 or 5 rib at a time. Just kind of give it a snip. I'm gonna, because this kind of got cut in half already, I'm just gonna do it like this. So you can pick this up with your hands, have a nice little bite, and go on to the next one. Look at that. That's exactly what I was looking for. Now a lot of people, they'll burn this a little bit so it's crispy. I mean, I could do that, but I do like a soft meat, because once you start burning that, then the rest of it becomes pretty tough, and it's not really that fun to eat it because you're sitting there ripping it off the bone. Okay, now the closer we get to the middle, see, the more blood you're going to start seeing. So we got to be careful with this. I'm going to get my thermometer and see how hot this is. If it's a little bit pink on the inside, but it's still like 165 or 155-ish or higher, then it's okay. We know it's fully cooked. It's just a little bit pink inside. But if it's a little bit pink and the temperature is too low, it is not cooked fully, and you can make somebody sick. So you gotta be careful. Let's get our thermometers. And you see, folks, we're sitting at 160, sitting pretty. We're looking pretty good. But if you want to go a little bit more well done, we can. It's like 162. This is really not bad. You could still consider yourself cooked medium at this temperature, and you're still going to be fine. I'm going to stick it in another area right here. And let's just see. I'm going to pull it off the grill a little bit, off the heat. And look, we got 170. So you know that you're pretty safe. The tip, oh, make sure the tip's not sticking out. Yeah, you're at about 165, 170. So this meat should be pretty safe to eat. Heat-wise. Pretty nice. Yeah, pretty sweet, guys. I'm liking this. Ooh, some lucky winner is gonna get this piece. Look at that. That is very nice. All right. Look at that. Last piece is coming off the grill. Wow. Look at all this. Beautiful. Well,
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, folks, and hope you have a happy Memorial Day weekend.
And safe.
And safe, of course. You know, don't cough on people, and don't let them cough on you.
And show us how you cut your zucchini.
Yeah, if you have any special tricks of the trade, perhaps we can share, or we can trade some tricks on the grill or in the kitchen sometime. Photobomb. You had no idea. Anyway, all right, guys, have a good one.
Bye.